it down a notch. I'd like to next introduce our first student commencement speaker to the stage. Please come on up, Zach Andelman.
How's it going, class of 2025? Going through the years as a student at Lincoln-Sudbury, music has been a central part of my journey. And like the incredible individuals that have just performed, music isn't something that you just simply listen to. It's something that you feel and have emotion towards. Whether you're a music fan, an average listener, or only listen to music on the radio, it unites us all one way or another. Throughout high school, I've made over 200 Spotify playlists, listened to 4,000 artists, 6,000 albums, and 200,000 minutes of music. So I consider myself somewhat of a music enthusiast. But out of all of the different songs and albums and tracks that I've listened to, there's always been one central song that has helped me keep motivated throughout my journey. And that song is Every Breath You Take by The Police. Probably not what you thought I'd say, right? Some might think that this song is a love song, while others think it's about someone stalking another person. But to me, this song has an entirely different meaning. And to understand how this song connects to a journey in high school, let's go through some of the lyrics. Since the first time I walked into the AB connector, I told myself to just breathe, because every breath you take can be a way to slow down and find a little peace in chaos. The anxiety and nervousness I had first entering LS was unprecedented, and even though I already knew people from middle school, it was still a drastic change. Many in the audience probably had some overcoming fear and first day nerves, regardless of where they were before LS. I mean, just figuring out when to eat lunch at this self was difficult in itself. Which lunch was it? First lunch, second lunch, third lunch? Wait, I have math, so it must be first, right? Do I have a free lunch? And then there's the bathrooms. Now this might be an original experience, but on one of the first days I was here at Lincoln-Sudbury, I excused myself, I used the restroom, and I walked out to a very grumpy teacher just standing there demanding my name. Turns out I was using the teacher's bathroom on accident, and I got sent to my associate principal's office. I like to call this the moment that kick-started my LS career. But honestly, all of these moments, while some more embarrassing than others, all taught us something important. Every hallway we walked down, and every wrong turn we make, every risk we took, helped us get here on this field at this time, wearing our caps and gowns. Every move we made in the end mattered. Furthermore, I knew that every step I took would bring me further to breaking out of my comfort zone. To join clubs, sports, or even a new class, I had to make the first move. When you're at LS, it can be comforting to want to blend in and stay in your safe bubble. But what I learned, and I hope this resonates with many of you as well, is that if you stay too comfortable, you'll almost miss out. Every club I joined and class I signed up for all began in me stepping into something unfamiliar. Some moments were easier than others, while the challenging ones really pushed me to build a confidence that I didn't know I had. A prime example of this was being a student leader for First Adventure, the day where freshmen get to explore their classes, meet their classmates, and ease into high school. Being a First Adventure leader wasn't just about giving directions. It was about leading icebreakers and helping ninth graders find their classrooms and essentially being their first friendly face at LS. And even 2 years later, some of the kids that I had in my group still say hi to me in the halls. But even though I was their leader, I was also still learning that every small step we take outside of our comfort zone can almost always lead to something bigger and better. Looking back, it's funny how just the tiny steps we take all led us here. From every breath you take to every step you take, it then goes to every bond you break. We've all made mistakes in high school, some bigger than others. Whether it's academic, social, or personal, we've all made them, and we've all learned from them. Friendships changed. People grew apart. Sometimes we said the wrong thing, hurt someone, or got hurt by another. We've asked for forgiveness, and we've been forgiven. Now, in sophomore year, I made the mistake of moving up a level in math. And despite my best effort, I just didn't get the grade that I was hoping for. And while my classmates around me excelled, I struggled. And I was frustrated, embarrassed, and honestly just disappointed in myself. But instead of letting this moment define me, I used it as a lesson. Taking a step back and reflecting on my experience, I moved down to a math class where I felt more comfortable and confident. And even though it wasn't the most challenging course, I still worked hard and I learned deeply. And more importantly, I learned that I need to advocate for myself. I met with teachers, asked questions, and made sure that I understood the material before the test, instead of hopelessly staring at the wall around me, hoping that the answer would miraculously appear. Speaking up for what you need, especially when it's hard, is one of the most powerful tools that you can have for the rest of your life. Sometimes, every bond you break with your old expectations is exactly what helps you grow into who you are meant to become. Now that we're at the end of our 4-year journey and that our lives are going to change for the better, every step you take from this point is entirely up to you. There won't be any schedule like Aspen telling you when to show up to class, Google Classroom announcement popping up in your email every 5 minutes, or a campus aide tracking you down. There won't be a teacher reminding you that something's due over and over again. No one's going to force you to join a club, a sports team, band, orchestra. It's all up to you. Your choices will be yours and yours alone. But that doesn't mean that you will be alone. So introduce yourself to someone new. Take that first step. Go after an opportunity or something that interests you and see where it takes you, because you never know where that step will lead. With that freedom comes the chance to build yourself into someone that is authentically you. You get to choose the people you surround yourself with, the passions you pursue, and the risks that you take to get there. Some steps might feel uncertain, awkward, or even wrong at first, but if and when you get these steps, know that these steps are just as important as the confident ones. Now, of course, we're forgetting the most memorable line from the song, "I'll be watching you." It's kind of scary when I say it, right? But for me, what this line truly does is serve as a reminder that no matter what you do after high school, we'll always have people who care about us. Family, friends, teachers, coaches, cheering us on, rooting from us from afar. Not in a weird stalkish way, I swear. So whether it's the first breath that you take entering a new place, the step you take into something unfamiliar, or the bond that you break that teaches you something new about who you are, know that this is all a part of the song that you're writing for yourself. Everyone has their own journey, and from here on out, it's up to you to continue it. And as we move on from LS, remember, someone will always be there seeing your growth, your resilience, and your potential, even in the moments that you can't see it for yourself. So take a breath, take a step, and know that the next verse is yours to write and make it something worth listening to. Thank you and congratulations.
Nice work, man. Great job, Zach. At this point,